From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Thursday, June 2nd, 2016. Silver is trading at $16.02 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,215 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $538. Antiwar.com reports, according to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, U.S. airstrikes have killed at least 15 civilians over the past 24 hours in the area around Manbij in northern Syria. 3 children were said to have been among the slain. The strikes were done in support of the ongoing Kurdish YPG offensive against the Islamic State forces in the area around Manbij on the western side of the Euphrates River. Kurdish forces are said to have captured 15 villages in the area in recent days. The Pentagon had confirmed conducting 18 airstrikes against the area around Manbij, which it described as a strategic town, but CENTCOM has since insisted that it had no information on any casualties in the area, particularly civilians. The U.S. has admitted to killing about 40 civilians over the course of the entire war in both Iraq and Syria, though rights groups have put the figure roughly tenfold higher than that, in the 400 range. Most reported civilian deaths are dismissed out of hand by CENTCOM, which insists it only investigates the credible ones, and even then rarely offers any public accounting of their findings. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports Alabama Governor Robert Bentley on Wednesday testified in the ethics trial against the state's top legislative leader, who is accused of using his political post for personal gain. Bentley took the stand Wednesday and recalled meeting with House Speaker Mike Hubbard. Responding to a series of questions from Alabama Deputy Attorney General John Gibbs, the two-term governor said he met with Hubbard about economic development projects favored by the Southeast Alabama Gas District, a scenario critics view as a conflict of interest since the gas district regularly paid Hubbard's private company for consultation services. Bentley said, "I invited him to go to some of the meetings and the ones he felt comfortable and wanted to go on. I'm positive he went to one meeting with me. I don't remember any others." Hubbard was indicted by a grand jury in 2014 on nearly 24 felony criminal counts. Prosecutors believe he unlawfully lobbied Bentley and Alabama Commerce Director Greg Canfield on behalf of the gas district, which already paid Hubbard $12,000 per month for consulting. When her plush and comfy life suddenly and unexpectedly fell apart, Brooke and her dog Cloud set out to defy the odds. If this is a man's world, as they say, living on the streets is no place for a young woman. One day she awoke in the redwood forest and realized she had become a hobo, and would ultimately come to know exactly what it means to survive. How to Be a Hobo by Brooke Willett is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. Reuters reports a jury awarded $22 million to an Ohio man who sued the city of East Cleveland and police officers after he was beaten while handcuffed and placed in a storage closet for 4 days. Arnold Black, a 48-year-old man from Maple Heights, Ohio, sued East Cleveland after he was stopped by police in 2012 for suspected drug activity, handcuffed and beaten so severely that he suffered memory loss and required brain surgery. An attorney for the city of East Cleveland could not be reached for comment, but the Fox TV station in Cleveland reported that city officials plan to appeal the ruling. The decision in favor of Black came at a time of fierce national debate over the use of excessive force by police against minorities. According to court documents, the officers thought Black's green Silverado pickup truck was a vehicle used to transport drugs. Black said one of the officers who detained him, Detective Randy Hicks, had been drinking and repeatedly asked him with slurred speech where drugs were sold in East Cleveland. Hicks proceeded to punch Black repeatedly in the head as officers threatened to put him in jail if he did not tell them where the drugs were. Black was placed in a storage closet at the police station where he was kept without food or water for 4 days and forced to relieve himself in a locker. Black's attorney, Robert DiCello, said in a phone interview, "My client suffered mercilessly." He added a Cuyahoga County jury reached the decision on the lawsuit on Tuesday. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.